Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to deliver a lecture for class 11th, subject zoology. My today's topic is the connective tissue, its types and functions. As the name suggests, the connective tissue is basically a binding or linking tissue that links the different organs together and support them. It is the most abundant and widely distributed tissue in an animal body. The major components in a connective tissue are the cells, fibers, and the matrix. The cells are loosely arranged or widely separated from each other by extracellular material called matrix secreted by the cells. The collagen and elastin fibers provide tensile strength, elasticity, and flexibility to this tissue. And the matrix is composed of glycoproteins secreted by the tissue cells. Now, so far, the types of this connective tissue are concerned. This tissue is broadly classified into three types. As you can see in this sketch, number first is the loose connective tissue, then the dense connective tissue, and lastly the specialized connective tissue. So far the loose connective tissue is concerned, it is further classified into areolar tissue and adipose tissue, while as dense connective tissue is further classified into dense regular and dense irregular tissue. The dense regular tissue consists of tendons and ligaments, while as the specialized connective tissue is further divided into three types, that is bones, cartilages, and blood, which has some particular and specialized functions in the body. That is why they are also termed as specialized connective tissue. Now, so far this loose connective tissue is concerned. The loose connective tissue has cells and fibers that are loosely arranged in the matrix. Areolar tissue and adipose tissue are the examples of loose connective tissue. This adipose tissue additionally contains adipocytes, which actually store the fat molecules. Now, the dense connective tissue, the cells and fibers are compactly packed in dense connective tissue. Now, if the fibers show a regular orientation or pattern, it is called a dense regular connective tissue, as you can see in this sketch. For example, these are the contain the tendons and ligaments. They comprise tendons and ligaments. Now, one thing you must remember here, that tendon is the tissue that connects a bone with a muscle, while as the ligaments connect a bone with another bone. After this, there is the specialized connective tissue, which consists of bones, cartilages, and blood. So far this bone is concerned, its tissue consists of matrix, which is hard and non-pliable and is rich in calcium salts and collagen fibers. It occurs in concentric layers called lamellae around a Haversian canal. You can see the central canal is called the Haversian canal, which carry blood vessels and nerves. Now, osteocytes are the irregular bone cells lodged in spaces called the lacunae. Now, bones perform many important functions, which we will study in later chapters. Now, the second specialized connective tissue is the cartilage. The matrix of cartilage is semi-rigid, pliable, and resist compression. It contains the chondrocytes. It consists of cells called chondrocytes, while as the bone consists of cells called as osteocytes. It is the difference between this bone and cartilage. Lastly, the cartilage cells are called chondrocytes and are lodged in the cavities or spaces called lacunae in the matrix, like in bones. And finally, the blood, which is a very important specialized connective tissue. It is in fact a fluid connective tissue whose matrix is a fluid called plasma. There are three types of cells. The red blood cells, RBCs, also called as erythrocytes. Second type of cells is white blood cell, abbreviated as WBCs, or also termed as leukocytes. And the third important cell in the blood connective tissue are the thrombocytes. Now, it is the main circulating fluid of the body and help us in transport of various substances. In our next topic, we will study about the muscular tissue. Until then, goodbye and good luck. Thank you. Thank you very much.